Hey everybody, welcome to your new moon in Leo reading. This video is going to be for the fire signs. I always start off with the fire signs because, Aries goes first, and then I go with the earth, and then the air and water. But I post them all at the same time, so I don't think it really matters. But today I'm definitely feeling fire. Starting with the fire signs again. I'm gonna cleanse the space, cleanse the cards, myself, so that I can receive the most accurate, clear messages from my higher guides. For those of you that stumble across this video, aligning to you guys, to give you guys a meaningful message that you can take with you during this time, something you may need, something you may need to hear, just a message from the universe for the last full moon and lunar eclipse we had. According to, my readings and the cards, it was kind of a tough one for you guys, I think. So we are supposed to be experiencing better times as a whole altogether, and then I'm assuming it should be good for you guys because we are in another fire sign, right? So yeah, I'm kind of rambling, but I'm just cleansing my space. You can use this as a time to also cleanse your space. Sit down, take a breath, settle in, open up, try to align, and see what comes up, you guys. So it's going to be the same format as last time. I'm going to go ahead and pick 3 cards for the collective, and then I'm going to pick an additional 3 clarifier cards for each individual sign. So watch the collective, and then in the description box below, check the timestamp so you can skip over to whichever sign you want to listen to. So let me settle in. All right, so let's begin. I'm gonna start with this deck. So let's see, you guys. Let's see what's coming up for the fire signs as a collective. This one fell out. See what's coming out for the fire signs as a collective. A lot better, it looks like. And this one, wow, it is looking like completely totally better for you guys. Total 180. So we got the 7 of water, the 3 of fire, and the magician. So what I'm getting with the 7 of water is tons of options. I feel like right now you may be being offered many different alternatives, or just facing a lot of different choices right now. Or maybe you're just feeling like you're in a place where you're kind of like in a wide open field where anything is possible. There's limitless possibilities at your choosing, just waiting for you to kind of make your decision on what you want to dive into. It's kind of like, well, I can do this, or I can do that, or I can do this too, and it's just a matter of you deciding which one you want to go for, as well as which one of these options you actually want to focus on and commit to. It can also mean that right now is a time for things to tighten things up. Like you have all of these things on your mind that you might be focusing on. It might not be all in order, you need to focus yourself and commit yourself and take maybe what could be considered a disordered situation and tighten up. Now is a time where you're probably realizing that no one is happy or productive in a crazy environment. So while it's okay not to be totally rigid and stern all the time and, follow a routine that gives you like no wiggle room, no breathing space, you have to learn how to find the balance between a chaotic situation and one that is productive. Finding that balance that works for you. It's definitely a time to back up your plans with work and effort and tighten up your life and commit yourself to doing what it takes to reach your goals. The Magician is giving me like that energy where it's a time where you are gonna most definitely hone in on your creative power and make things happen. You're gonna be feeling super motivated to make things happen. I mean, you are in your element. Now you're able to feel more in control and like things are in your hands, in your power. And I think for the fire signs, this is very important. You need to feel like you're in control and like you're the one that's making things happen. You don't have to wait on anybody or count on anybody else. It's all on you. And then with this Three of Wands is just continuing to demonstrate what I'm saying. It's providing direction, taking responsibility for something, planning ahead, and being a visionary for what's to come, what's the future, and manifesting it, creating it, and making it happen. It's all about exploring the unknown and going on a new adventure, expanding yourself and taking something on. But in the meantime, while you are going on these new adventures and kind of deciding what the direction you want to take, and to focus yourself and to commit yourself to find a good balance, don't lose. So for whatever reason, my video cut off. Thank God I noticed. But what I was saying is, don't lose sight of the here and now. So although it is good to have a vision and be a visionary and, to find a healthy balance and bring things into fruition and take the steps necessary to bring the vision to life, don't lose sight of your obligations and your responsibilities for right now in the moment. This is all about looking ahead, but we're still here, right? We're still in this moment. So don't lose sight of what you have to do. So it's all about finding balance. It's all about balance for you guys. And that's what I'm feeling. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some clarifier cards for Aries. I was actually shuffling for Aries and I noticed that my video, my phone wasn't recording. So I was like, what? But thankfully it stopped recording not too far gone. I was like almost there. I almost thought for a second that I never pressed the record button and I got almost really scared. But yeah, anyway, let's find out the clarifier cards for Aries. Messages for Aries during these times, how to navigate these times. What's the energy for Aries for this new moon in Leo? Okay, so you got the Forest Lovers. Nice. Eight of Stones. And Seven of Vessels. Interesting. Okay. This is all about balance and harmony. So it's just reiterating that is a time right now to find balance, to understand the nature of the universe and how it all works, and like there's pieces to the puzzle, and when it all comes together, it's all connected, and there's a natural order to things. So it's definitely finding that order and understanding the balance that it takes for harmony to be experienced on a physical level, on a personal level. So it's definitely about seeing the unity in all things and how it pertains to oneness and unity. On a less deep level, this can also just be indicating, options between relationships or between people that you're choosing to be in an intimate relationship with. Like if you have more than one person that is interested in you, that is kind of waiting for you to make a decision. It could be that, vice versa. You waiting on someone to make a decision to choose you. If you are currently experiencing a third party situation, it feels like this decision is being weighed out. It's being thought about. So that's definitely another possibility that I can see going on with this energy here. It's like thinking about a relationship that you're in and trying to see where you're at currently and figuring out, are you happy? Are you not happy? Do you want to let go? Are there changes that need to be made within this relationship, and how to make it more harmonious and balanced in that sense? So that's another possibility there. Okay, so moving on to this card here. So with the Eight of Stones, this is just indicating that this is going to take work. This is going to take dedication and time to make this vision that you have happen. It might take you needing to, sharpen up some skills, gain new skills, new abilities, study, learn, go to school, get a certification, or just learn something new, knowing that you have to put in time and effort into learning something in order for this vision to happen. And then with the Seven of Vessels, mourning. These cards, they came out, I just realized this is Seven of Water and this is Seven of Vessels. These are the same cards. You might be having a really hard time making this decision to balance things out, to coming to terms with something and like a truth, like an undeniable truth. You might be having a hard time making a decision or committing. You might be having a hard time committing to something, putting your absolute all into something, like going into something and being sure about it. It just seems like you're very on the fence. You're not sure. Maybe, you see that all of this work that has to go into it, and you're kind of like, I don't know if I want to. Do I want to do that? Do I want to put all this work into this? If it's regarding a relationship, someone that you have to let go of, or someone that you're considering letting go of, or someone that you're considering choosing as a partner, you're kind of, you see the work that has to go into it. Whether you're letting go of somebody, you're seeing the work that has to go into it, or whether you're choosing somebody, it's kind of like, okay, either or, it's hard work. If this is just regarding like a vision, choosing a path that has nothing to do with love, you see that in order to find a good balance and to commit yourself to making this vision happen, it's going to take a lot of work. And this might be holding you back for some reason from actually getting into that place where you can create and bring things into manifestation and into fruition. Either that, or like I said before, you're either not at that place where this decision, where you're like fully 100% with this decision that you want to move forward. You haven't reached that place yet. Or you just don't want to accept something. You just don't want to move forward right now. And it is serving as a block for you to kind of get the ball rolling and find this happy medium, this balance that looks like is necessary for you. I'm going to pull one clarifier card just for that other 7 of Cups over there. I already got one. Oh, I got 2. I guess I'll pull the 2. They both fell out. So I got King of Stones and the Shaman. Oh my God. So we got the Shaman again, which is, so pretty much the 7 of water. I was stuttering because 7 of Cups, 7 of water, you know, you just have different names for different decks. But 7 of water and 7 of water. You got this card twice, right? And then you got the Magician card twice. So this is just showing like an emphasis on this energy, on these 2 energies, on manifesting, being in your creative power and making things happen, pulling things down into existence, you know, into physical manifestation. And the 7 of Cups and 7 of water, making a decision, moving forward with something fully. And then the other card that came out was this King of Stones, which is like the King of Pentacles, which is indicating, again, balance. It indicates, you know, a very steadfast energy, robust energy, determination to make things happen, just a knowingness of how to get things done, you know, but also be balanced, a balanced person. Like, you're not too much in this material world. You know how to handle it and you know how to move in this material world, but your mindset is calm and at peace. You know, it's like you have an experienced and mature energy along with this card. So I think that that's what you have to start tapping into. Maybe you're too much in your emotions, and right now is a time for you to get into a more emotionally mature state so that you can make practical and reliable decisions for you and those around you. And I think tapping more into this energy is going to give you that push that you need to just tighten things up, tighten the loose ends, make a decision and commit to the decision, a decision that is going to bring you balance and harmony so that you can do what you got to do, pay your dues, work for it, and it can become a reality. You can make it happen. But there definitely is a letting go that needs to happen. You need to let go of something. It's like, I feel like you know the direction you need to go in. I feel like it's very obvious to you, but you're kind of stuck in your emotions and you're holding on to something that is dead. And it's not letting you progress. It's not letting you move forward. It is a block. So whether this is in regards to love or in any other area of your life, you need to definitely put your feet down on the ground, plant them down on the ground, and it's time to fully commit to a decision and move forward. face the reality of the situation, even if you feel like it is a hard truth that you have to face. You know, whatever it is you have your eyes on, set on, a new adventure, something that, you know, you don't know how it's going to turn out. It's just kind of like an idea, something you feel really good about, something you feel like you want to take on, you want to plan for. It looks like it can be something that's promising, but something also that you're going to have to work for. As long as you make that decision to fully dive in, that's all that's waiting to happen for you, Aries. So that's what I'm getting with this reading for the Leo new moon. It's just contemplating, seeing what has been working, what hasn't been working, accepting it, and leaving behind what needs to be left behind, working hard to make something happen, and bringing it into fruition. Okay? The time right now, it's telling you to find the balance, find the balance. So I hope that served you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys again for the next full moon. Take care. Bye. Hey Leo, this next reading is going to be for you for this new moon in Leo that's happening in your sign. So let's see what the energy is, what's coming up for you, any messages that want to make their way towards you got so far. The 3 of Bows, fulfillment, and 14 balance. I'm telling you guys, it's all about balance. Let's see what else is coming up for you. Anything you need to focus on. Any messages that want to make their way to you. All right, this one wants to come out. Ooh, these cards are jumpy. All right, so then we got the 4 of Stones. Okay. So with this 3 of Bows, fulfillment. So we got the 3 of Fire. So far, you guys, like this energy just keeps repeating itself. This is the same card. I had a similar thing happen with the reading I just did before this one. So 3 of Bows and 3 of Bows, 2 3 of Bows. So definitely having a vision, you know, believing in yourself, having confidence in yourself, planning, making things happen. But it's going to take dedication, right? And it's going to take balance. It's going to take, you know, you need to have balanced energy and focus so that this situation can bring success. Reaching fulfillment, when you reach fulfillment of things, it's because you have committed to your goals and you have a lot of inner strength and inner peace to bring the vision alive. It's definitely like a path that you need to get on. You need to get on your path to fulfillment. But you're sitting here and you're kind of like needing to make a decision. You're needing to commit. You have a lot of things going on in your head, a lot of options, a lot of different ways that you can go. But it's kind of like you need to just focus on something, focus on one, make the decision to commit to something, to this, to whatever is this energy, this path. You need to make a decision to commit to this path because it doesn't seem like it's the easiest path, and maybe that's why you don't want to do it. You haven't committed. You haven't made that decision yet. It's like you're avoiding it. You're avoiding making this decision. It's almost like you know what you have to do, but you're avoiding it, and you're like trying to find another way, trying to look elsewhere. It's what needs to happen is you need to find balance and patience. Contemplate on everything that's gone on in your life, that's going on in your life currently, what you're experiencing, everything. You know, your relationships, what you do for work, the people you're surrounding yourself with, what you're choosing to do with your time, with your free time. Really contemplate like your whole existence. your relationship to yourself, any areas in your life that you're experiencing resistance or negative feelings. Because this is what you need to find that inner balance that's gonna enable you to see past all of this, all of these distractions almost, and get you to start that process of going within and merging with higher consciousness. A lot of soul work. A lot of soul work needs to happen for you to get to this path, but right now is a perfect time. The energy is in your favor for you to fully immerse yourself, for you to make the decision to get on this path, for you to analyze all of the different parts of your psyche that you would rather not deal with. But no amount of denial is going to rid you of the need to look at it in the face. It's time to look at it in the face. Everything that you've been avoiding, everything you've been tucking away, even if you haven't been consciously avoiding it, even if it's, just now coming up to the surface, it's having the courage to face it. This is absolutely essential right now for you to free yourself from your fears, from your self-doubts that keep you spiritually deaf, spiritually blind. Once you're able to fully be balanced and reach this state, you will definitely have access to your higher self. It's gonna be open to you. Soul work, shadow work. This is what that's saying. It's time for you to do the soul work, the real, deep, meaningful work, Leo. The one that is going to change you profoundly. Take you to that next step. I know it's hard and I know it's painful. When people talk about healing or facing their fears, this isn't light shit. This isn't stuff that is to be taken lightly. This isn't always the easiest thing to do. So in no way, am I trying to imply or with my tone or whatever that just do it, you gotta do. This isn't easy. So don't feel bad if there's something that is there that you just haven't been wanting to face, or maybe you just didn't know was there. We all have things we have to face, all of us. And it's just about you making the decision and committing yourself to facing it so that you can find balance within. So right now is just getting yourself on that journey of internal and self-healing, spirit work, going within, finding all of the blockages within yourself, not avoiding it anymore. And I know that you probably haven't been wanting to do this because you're just trying to protect yourself. And trust me, I know. I've been doing this work on myself personally for almost 2 years. And you just don't want to put yourself in a place of vulnerability. Who does? You want protection. But it's definitely a time for you to be able to endure these times with a strong heart so that you can find a place of emotional safety. And for you to find this place, it's going to require patience and dedication, right? For the journey that awaits. So it's important for you to realize right now that you need to do this, that now is the time. So it's being able to recognize that you need to make a decision to embark on this journey, this inner journey, so that you can find this inner balance, and knowing that even if you feel vulnerable and wounded during this process, that it is going to be for the best. Brighter days await. There's always, just by the act of the sun coming up, we have a whole new day, with it bringing hope, renewed vitality, new opportunities. So make it happen, Leo. This is your message. This is the energy for what this new moon is bringing you. This is what you have to focus on, commit yourself to. There's definitely some inner work to be done here. I know you can do it. I'm sending you all the love in the world. This is a good thing. I don't want it to sound like it's a bad thing or something. I'm saying it isn't always the easiest thing, but ultimately this is a beautiful thing. It's a really good thing. So I hope this message has served you. Thank you so much for watching. I will be catching you guys for the next full moon reading, okay? You got this. I know you do. And by the way, happy birthday. All right, guys. Bye. Hey, Sagittarius. Welcome to your new moon. Oh, okay. Welcome to your new moon in Leo reading. Let's see what this new moon is bringing you guys. What messages you guys need to hear? What are some things you guys should focus on, work on? Just general information for you to navigate through these times. Got 3 of Arrows. Sagittarius. One more for Sagittarius, please. Sagittarius. Okay, so you got Lovers, the Forest Lovers, the 3 of Arrows, and the Great Boar. Sagittarius, this seems like a really heavy energy that came up with these cards. I'm gonna first go down the route of relationships, just because we got this, this card here, as well as this card. These 2 cards are, screaming a relationship, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that, but I'm just gonna go down that route first. So this could be that you need to make a decision on a relationship and whether, it's bringing balance, harmony, or you need to find a way to bring balance and harmony to a relationship that may not be right now, and you're contemplating on how to do that, perhaps, or contemplating on if this is the right one to be in, or maybe even making a decision regarding a relationship, or if you have multiple people of interest to you. This could also be like deciding and making a decision between a person or a path. With this 3 of Arrows, it's showing me that there might be feelings of sadness, feelings of betrayal. I don't know if this is indicating a third-party situation. It can be. It can be that there was a third-party situation and now you're trying to make a decision of whether or not you want to continue with this relationship. Or it could simply be that you're finding yourself to be distancing yourself or going down different paths with somebody that's close to you, and this is causing your heart to break. Definitely there's a decision that has to be made regarding this. With this card here, that's indicating you're planning for your future, you're planning for what's to come. Before you can get fully and immerse yourself in this energy, you need to figure this out over here, right? And if this is not relating to a relationship or a person or, love, this could be just relating to, in general, in your life, finding a balance, like I mentioned, finding harmony, seeing how everything is interconnected, seeing how everything influences, just seeing the unity in everything and understanding that so that you can move forward. Maybe there's a situation in particular that brought you bad feelings, negative feelings. And now it's, you have to realize that these feelings, whatever they are, jealousy, envy, anger, hatred, whatever these feelings are towards a situation, You have to realize how these feelings could be affecting you and how they could be influencing you and keeping you in your own world, not being able to move forward, even if it's two things that you feel are totally unrelated. If there's a situation that you have ill feelings for, anything, it could be someone you need to forgive, a situation you're just not totally over or you haven't dealt with. It could definitely be something you haven't dealt with. It could be something from the past. It doesn't even have to be something current. You haven't gotten over something, and it's seeing how those feelings could literally be what's in your way and could be the problem of why you haven't committed yourself to something, or why there may be some, chaos in your life or disorder, or why maybe things aren't balanced and harmonious. You have to realize how it all interconnects and how it all plays a role. Everything starts leaking into other areas of your life. If there's something that isn't going right in one area of your life, it's going to start leaking in other areas of your life. So whether this is a relationship or whether this just has to do personally, generally with you, pertaining to any other area in your life, it's definitely asking for you to contemplate and make a decision and fully go into it. Like, make a decision, and not only make a decision, but commit to the decision, commit to it, and take action. These energies are gonna bring to you a little bit more clarity, I think. It's gonna show you an inescapable truth. It's time for you to make an assessment regarding this situation. It could be linked to forgiving someone. I definitely pick up that you have to forgive. And when I say forgive, you don't necessarily have to go talk to this person. Like, if it's someone from your past or whatever, you don't have to go talk to these people and to find closure. You can do this on your own. It's something that's internal. Forgiveness is a process that is internal within yourself. You just have to forgive them. Try to see where they were, see things from their perspective, from their shoes, from their level of awareness, and not to take things as a personal vendetta, but to see things like, you know what, that person probably has their own things that they were dealing with, their own situations. I can't take what they did to me personal, because I understand that they have their own personal issues that they're struggling with and that they have to overcome. So it's about not taking things totally personal in a way like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that to me. They totally disregarded my feelings. They disrespected me. How could they do that? They belittled me, or they made me feel less than. And when people do stuff like that to you, it's because they themselves aren't okay inside. Either someone has made them feel that way, or they feel that way about themselves, or they're angry or have traumas regarding other situations that may have happened in their life, and that's how it came out. And unfortunately, you got hurt in the process. And I'm not justifying anybody's behavior or saying that anything is okay. I'm saying that you need to forgive. If this resonates, but I feel like, I have to say this. So usually if I feel like I have to say this, someone that's watching this, it's going to resonate for you. Forgiveness is not for the other person. It's not alleviating, them and justifying their behavior. Forgiveness is for you. Remember that. It's so you can move on. Because when you hold grudges, it's going to leak into other areas of your life. It is, no matter what, it is. And in order to really release yourself from this, you have to first of all understand how it's all connected, right? And then make that decision and commit yourself to following that call and freeing yourself. You have to make a judgment. It's definitely time to make a judgment and be honest. Be honest about what this is. Don't avoid it. Don't look away, as painful as it can be. Look at it and be honest about it. And forgive wherever you need to forgive, even if it's yourself that you need to forgive. This is super heavy, so you need to be patient as well. You definitely need to be patient because this isn't something that's going to happen overnight. Forgiveness or healing or getting over these kinds of feelings of jealousy, envy, bad feelings that all of us have within us, that doesn't happen overnight. Getting rid of these emotions doesn't happen overnight, but this is understanding how you can make the first steps into feeling better and being back into your full creative power. Your full creative power has been blocked because of this energy. In order for you to step back into that, you need to address this, whatever this is over here. Find the wisdom you need by educating and understanding yourself. And you will reach a point where you're going to see the joy and the beauty that is available to you. It might require for you to first be stripped and laid bare, but you will experience renewed strength, and wisdom is going to be reborn out of this. And it's going to allow this healing process to be completed. This whole person inside of you, this new person full of potential, full of energy and joy and creative manifesting power, is hibernating inside of you. And your job is to do the work that you have to do so that that person can come out. So it's definitely a time for you to understand cosmic law, understand how everything is one, how everything influences each other. Make the decision and commit to it. Forgive where it's needed. Make the decision you feel called to. I feel like you know what you have to do. You know it. This isn't some mystery. It's time for you to look at it in the face, commit, and do it, okay? So that's your reading, Sagittarius. I really hope that this resonated for you and that this helps you and that you can take something out of it to navigate these times. So much love to you. I know you can do this. Remember, this isn't anything negative. This isn't anything bad. It's very heavy. The energy is definitely very heavy, but it's nothing bad. It's what you have to do to level up. So it's actually something very beautiful, okay? That this energy is bringing for you, the potential of what these times can do for you. Change is definitely coming. Change is available to you. Deep, profound, and meaningful change. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll catch you guys for the next full moon reading. Until next time, bye.